Good morning, all the students. Shruti, Anushri, Pari, Krishna, Asmita, Akanksha, Jui, Aryant, Manajay, Saurav, Nandini, Nityam, Palak. All of you are welcome. I'm going to revise the grammar lesson from subject-verb agreement. Okay. So before that, dear students, I would like to discuss with you the type of questions. Okay, that I have. A type of question that I have made for you. Just hang on for a while. I'm going to share with you class 9 English class 9. Okay, dear students, as you can see on the screen, the pattern which I am flashing onto your screen for your reference. Okay, so as you can see here, the names of the lessons I've already shared on WhatsApp group. Now, type of questions you've got to focus on. You see, first question is 5 very short question type from reading comprehension passage. Okay, remember that these questions are not MCQ question. These are very short question. Means you've got to write the answer. You've got to write the answers of these questions in 1 or maximum 2 lines. Okay, so this is from reading comprehension. Okay, this is from reading comprehension. So your first question will consist of questions from reading comprehension passage, and the type of question will be very short question. There will be 5 questions of 1 mark each, therefore a total of 5 marks for question number 1. Now let's move on to question number 2. So in question number 2 there will be 4 gap filling type of questions from tenses and degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison you know already, dear students, but if you require I can also discuss on this for some time. But this particular question will comprise of topics from tenses and degrees of comparison. There will be 4 gap filling questions of 1 mark each. So with of course options. So 4 gap filling multiple type questions from tense and degrees of comparison. Okay, this is question number 2, and each question consists of 1 mark, therefore a total of 4 marks for question number 2. Now you see question number 3. Question number 3 will also consist of 4 MCQ type from subject-verb agreement. Okay, so question number 2 and 3 will comprise of questions from grammar. The third question will comprise of 4 MCQ type from subject-verb agreement. From subject-verb agreement. Okay, you understood? From subject-verb agreement. So you can see it more clearly now. You can see it more clearly, dear students. See, so question number 3 will comprise of 4 MCQ type questions from subject-verb agreement. Each question will comprise of or consist of 1 mark, so a total of 4 marks. Next, question number 4 There in question number 4 there will be 3 very short question type from 2 extracts from poems, out of which you need to answer 3 questions from any one extract. Okay, means dear students, in question number 4 there will be 2 extracts, out of which you've got to answer any one extract, and in each question there will be in each extract there will be 3 questions of 1 mark each. Therefore a total of 3 marks will be given from each extract. So out of the 2 extracts you've got to answer any one extract comprising of 3 questions of 1 mark each. Therefore a total of 3 marks you've got to answer. Okay, that is question number 4 all about. Okay, so now let's move on to question number 5. Question number 5 will be 4 MCQ questions from beehive and moments. 4 multiple choice questions will be given from beehive and moments. Okay, so each question will comprise of 1 mark, so a total of 4 marks. And next question, that is question number 6, will consist of 5 short questions from beehive and moments, including poetry. Okay, including poetry, prose and poetry together. There will be 5 short questions from both beehive as well as moments, and each question will comprise of 2 marks, so a total of 10 marks for question number 6. Okay, actually it's left out here. It should be question number 5, the previous one, and this question number 6. So question number 6 will comprise of 5 short questions from beehive and moments, and each question will comprise of 2 marks. Therefore a total of 10 marks you've got to attempt from question number 6. So dear students, that's all about the blueprint of the question paper, including type of questions and distribution of marks. Okay, so here you can see 5 marks from question number 1, 4 marks from question number 2, again 4 marks from question number 3, and question number 4 there will be 3 marks, and then question number 5 there will be 4 marks, and question number 5 will consist of 10 marks. So 10, 14, 17, 21, 25 and 30. So a total of 30 mark test, and your time duration, dear students, will be 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay, it's not 1 hour 30 minutes, it's 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay, so that's all about the discussion on the syllabus and the types of questions and distribution of marks. Okay, so you can have a look once again at the syllabus, the chapters, the fun they had, the little girl, the lost child, in the kingdom of fools, the road not taken, wind, gap filling exercise, and editing errors. Okay, so dear students, just remind me once whether in my previous class I spoke about subject-verb agreement rules. Did I discuss the rules of subject-verb agreement with you in my previous class? If so, write yes, otherwise write no. Did I discuss the rules of subject-verb agreement? Okay, Prashik, okay. I discussed the rules of subject-verb agreement. Okay, thank you Prashik and Anusri and Suti as well. Okay, so dear students, why not we did I also conduct a quiz on subject-verb agreement? Did I conduct a quiz on subject-verb agreement in my last class? Now the question is, did I conduct a quiz on subject-verb agreement in my last class? Okay, Shruti said yes. Okay, so today as well we are going to, yes sir, okay, 5 questions only, Anusri. Thank you so much for reminding me, Anusri. So I shall take up from the 6th question onwards. I shall take up from the 6th question onwards subject-verb agreement. Okay, so here you are, dear students. I'm going to start my quiz for today. Okay, So first 5 questions we have done completely a revision of these 5 questions quickly. Bread and butter is taken as a single unit, therefore bread and butter will take singular verb, so bread and butter is her only food now. Okay, understood? Bread and butter taken together as one unit. Now let's move on to the next question. It's a revision question, therefore I'll go a bit fast, dear students. Still question number 5. Either you or your brother just seen him. Either you or your brother. Okay, so the answer should be your brother has just seen him. Okay, yeah, either you or your brother, because when two or more singular subjects are connected by or not either neither, then singular verb is used. Third question, either you or your brothers dash seen the match. Either you or your brothers have seen the match. Okay, so I'll have to check on the have option. Okay, now let's, if one of the subjects is in the plural, the verb also must be plural. Okay, next is neither you nor he dash to blame. Neither you nor he dash to blame. Is it is, am, are or where? Dear students, let me again tell you the rule. Remember, if there are two subjects in a sentence, okay, and these two subjects are of different persons, like you is second person whereas he is third person. Okay, therefore if in a sentence there are two subjects having different persons, like you is second person, he is third person, in that case the verb will agree with the subject which is closer to it. So verb will sit here in the blank. So which is the subject closer to the verb? He. So as he is third person singular, so the answer should be is. Okay. When the subject joined by or nor are in different persons, the verb agrees in person with the subject nearest to it. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Okay, the leader as well as his followers dash excited in the meeting yesterday. The leader as well as his followers. Okay, so dear students, those who were absent yesterday, the previous day, and present today, for them let me revise the rule for you. Dear students, always remember that if a sentence has as well as, if a sentence is connected with as well as, then the verb will agree with the first subject. How many subjects are there in this sentence? There are two subjects. First is the leader and the second subject is his followers. Always remember, the leader is the first subject, followers is the second subject. And if in a sentence two subjects are joined by as well as, always remember that the verb will take a verb will agree with the first subject. So which is the first subject? The leader is the first subject, and as the leader is third person singular number, therefore the verb should also be singular. Understood? So which is the singular verb here? There are two singular verb here. One is, another is was. So are, where will be struck out, will be deleted. This B and D option will be deleted, because according to the rule the verb should be singular. So there are two singular verbs here. One is, another is was. Then tell me, dear students, out of is and was, which should be the answer? Can you please text me quickly which shall be the answer between is and was? Dear students, I am waiting for your response. Please respond quickly. Is it is or was? So as the message, as your answer hasn't reached to me yet, therefore I am going ahead with the answer along with the explanation. Okay, dear students, just go through the sentence very carefully. You see the leader as well as his followers excited dash excited in the meeting yesterday. So the two things you've got to be very careful about. First is as well as. Okay, so the two subjects are connected by as well as. So according to the rule, the verb will agree with the first subject. So first subject is leader, and which is third person singular, therefore verb should be singular. But now the question is, there are two singular verbs given in the options, so which singular shall I choose? Isn't it? So there is another hint in the question, dear student. The second hint in the question is the word yesterday is given. So as the word yesterday is mentioned here, therefore the answer should be was. Okay, it cannot be is, because yesterday is given here. Okay, and this is the rule in front of you. When two subjects are joined by as well as, the verb agrees in number and person with the first subject. Okay, the verb will always agree with the first subject if two subjects are connected with as well as in the sentence. Next question, you see, many a girl dash attended the party. So is it has or have or is or was? Okay, many a girl attended the party. Many a girl attended the party. Okay, so dear students, many a girl attended the party. Many a girl, always remember, is followed by a singular verb. So many a girl has attended the party. Okay, always remember, many a girl. Words like either, neither, each, everyone, many a must be followed by a singular verb. Okay, that is why the answer is has. Okay, now next question, the 1,000 rupees you gave me yesterday dash pickpocketed. Okay, so 1,000 rupees, the 1,000 rupees is the subject here. Okay, with whom the verb will agree. Okay, the verb will not agree with you, the verb will agree with the 1,000 rupees, because the 1,000 rupees is the main subject here. So the 1,000 rupees you gave me yesterday, is it was pickpocketed, or is it is pickpocketed, or are pickpocketed, or have or has pickpocketed? Tell me quickly. Prashik said has, Krishna has, Prashik Upra has changed his answer, then Juhi. I shall go with the answer of Juhi, because Juhi has given only one answer which is correct. So the 1,000 rupees you gave me yesterday is pickpocketed. 1,000 rupees you gave me, so 1,000 rupees here is taken as a whole, a single unit, therefore the verb should be singular. Okay, so it is the correct answer, Juhi, congratulations. Next, when see the rule, when a plural noun names a quantity or an amount as a whole, okay, as a whole means as a single unit, then its verb is always in singular. For example, 20,000 rupees is a large sum. So even the rupees is given, but 20,000 rupees is taken as a single unit, therefore it will take singular verb. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Let me see who answers quickly. The teacher, together with the students, dash watched the match. Watch the match. So Krishna says, not Krishna, okay, I'm yet to get the response from students, so on my screen it's not flashed yet, so I shall wait for a while. Prashik said have. Prashik said have. Okay, let me wait for some other response and then I shall tell you the answer. Anushree said have. Okay, let me see some more responses, then I shall tell you the answer with explanation. All of you, Asmita as well. Okay, but I am sorry to say that none of you are correct. Why? Because always remember, there is a rule, if two subjects are connected with together with, always remember, if two subjects are connected with together with, then the verb will not agree with the subject which is close to it, but the verb will agree with the first subject. So as the first subject is teacher, which is singular, therefore the verb should be singular. Understood? Dear students, always remember that in subject verb agreement, it is not necessary for a verb to always agree with the subject which is close to it. Remember, it is not so in subject verb agreement. The verbs may not agree with the subject which is closer to it. Okay, the verb may agree with the subject which is further from it, which is away from it. Understood? And these words which I am mentioning here, like as well as, like together with, okay, these if two subjects in a sentence are connected with together with, as well as okay, not less than, and some more, you can refer to my website, then always remember the verb will agree with the first subject. Okay, so the first subject is teacher here, which is singular, therefore has is the correct answer. So dear students, I am giving you answer with explanation so that you understand the concept and remember it for your examination and beyond, because these sentences are often used in our everyday conversation, everyday interaction, okay, both in writing as well as in speaking. Therefore you've got to take this concept beyond your school days, beyond your college days. Okay, you've got to carry this concept all throughout your life. Whenever it comes to interacting in English, this concept will help you in days ahead. Okay, and because if you make mistakes in grammar while interacting with people, then you leave a bad impression on the listener. Understood? Therefore, from now onwards, you try to understand the concept and remember it, okay, for lifetime. It's not limited to exam learning only, it's limited to your whole life. Okay, next, none of his answers dash correct. So which is the answer, correct answer? Is it A, are, B is, have, C have, and D has? Which is the correct answer? None of his answers dash correct. Is it are, or is, or have, or has? Okay, Asmita Manajay says are, Prashik also says are. So very good, nice. So the answer is, of course, are, because none is always followed by a plural verb. None is always followed by a plural verb, so it should be are here. Okay, so it cannot be easier. Earlier in grammar, when we grew up, none was considered to be a singular. None was considered to be singular, but nowadays none is always followed by a plural verb. So are is the correct answer. Now let's move on. Yes, you see the explanation on your screen. In modern day usage, none is followed by plural verbs. For example, none of these facts are correct. You cannot say none of these facts are is correct. It is always none of these facts are correct. Okay, so dear students, please do remember all this. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. The secretary and chairman dash present in the meeting yesterday. See, secretary and chairman here represents one person only. The secretary and chairman represents one person only. So the secretary and chairman dash present in the meeting yesterday, the same person. So what shall be the answer? Is it is, or are, or was, or were? Anusri says was. Prashik says was. Anusri was. Yes. All of you, those who have responded in favor of was, are correct. So dear students, before I move ahead, let me explain you why it was. You see, A person can have multiple profiles, dear students. I can be the secretary also, I can be the chairman also, okay, I can be the president also. So a person can play multiple profiles, or can have multiple profiles, or can play multiple roles. Okay, and here the secretary and chairman represent the same person. Okay, that is why the verb should be always singular. But there are two singular verbs given here. One is, one is was. Then which singular verb should be the correct answer? You've got to know it. So you've got another hint in the question. Which is the hint? Here the hint for you is yesterday. Okay, so as yesterday is given, so you have to rule out the option of is, because yesterday means was. So was is the correct answer. That's how we have decided was to be the correct answer. Understood? There is a logic behind selecting the answer. Okay, so hopefully you have understood the logic. You always remember this logic. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Okay, next question. The secretary and chairman present in the meeting yesterday. Now the secretary and chairman represent two different persons. So when the secretary and chairman represent two different persons, what shall be the answer? Okay, Anusri correct, Prashik also correct. It should be where. Why where? Because there are is also given. The verb should take plural. The verb should be plural, because both secretary and chairman are two different people. But there are two plural present here. The plural verbs present here. One is are, one is where. Why where? Because it's yesterday. That's why it should be where. Very good. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. That is, much pains dash been taken to resolve the problem. Much pains been taken to resolve the problem. Dear students, tell me what should be the answer now. Prashik says has, Manajay says has. Okay, let me wait for some more responses, dear students. Asmita also says has, Shruti has. Okay, all of you, those who have responded in favor of has, are absolutely correct. Why? Let me give you reason. Okay, see, dear students, apparently from the sentence it appears that pains is plural, therefore the verb should be plural. It should be have, not has. But there is a catch here. You remember, you see here, before pains there is a word much. Okay, there is a word much. So much is an uncountable noun. An uncountable noun always takes the singular verb. Always remember, uncountable nouns always take singular verbs, or uncountable nouns are always followed by singular verbs. So had a much not been there with pains, answer would have been pains have been taken. But as much is preceded by the word pains and much is uncountable noun, therefore the answer will be in singular form. So the verb should be singular. So, and this is a passive voice structure. Been taken means it's a passive voice structure. So in passive voice structure you cannot write is here. There are two singular verbs here. You see, one is, another is has. But as the sentence is in passive voice structure, therefore in passive voice you cannot write is been taken. Understood? Therefore has is the correct answer. So dear students, there are 2-3 things you've got to look for before you arrive at a decision about a particular answer. Okay, the first first one here is much, which is uncountable, so but the verb should be uncountable. The verb should be singular. So there are two singular verbs given here. Which shall be the answer? Then look for another hint in the question. Another hint is in the form of structure here. Been taken. Been taken is passive voice structure. In passive voice structure, we can never write much pains is been taken. We have to write has been taken, therefore has is the answer. Okay, now let's switch on to the next question. Okay, but before that, quickly let me read the rule once again. Pains and means take either the singular or the plural verb, but if the pain or means has an uncountable noun before it, the verb is singular. In the above sentence, much being an uncountable noun, pains takes singular verb. Okay, so this is the logic. Okay, so there are we found two instances of some reason or logic. So we have to apply logic before finally arriving at a conclusion about a particular answer. Okay, now no news dash good news. What should be the answer? No news dash good news. So quickly, dear students, quickly. Asmita says is, Shruti says is. Okay, correct. So Asmita is correct, is. Asmita and Shruti are both correct. No news. The noun news always takes a singular verb after it. Always remember, dear students, news. There are several words like news, politics, economics, civics, mathematics, physics, astrophysics. Okay, these words always take a singular verb after them. Understood? Now let's move on to the next question in front of you on the screen. The cost of all the goods dash increased nowadays. Is it have or has or had or is? So let's find out. The cost of all the goods dash increased nowadays. So dear students, it's let's find out who can answer correctly. Anusri said has, Prashik said had, Asmita has, Manajay has. Okay, very good. Congratulations, Anusri, because you are the winner, and co-winners are Asmita and Manajay. Okay, because they are the first three respondents. Okay, of this particular question. So, dear students, let me explain you why it has. Let me explain you. Dear students, as I told you, in subject-verb agreement, verbs do not always follow the subject which is close to it. Verbs can also follow the subject which is not close to it, which is away from it. Okay. This is the rule of subject-verb agreement. Do not think that goods is plural, so verb should be had. No. In subject-verb agreement, the verbs do not always follow the subject closer to it, but sometimes follow the subject which is away from it. Understood? And the cost of all the goods, always remember, here goods is not the subject, subject is the cost, which is singular, therefore the verb should be singular. But here you see, dear students, there are two singular verbs here, has and is. Have and had, you just strike out. Between has and is you've got to choose. But we normally do not say the cost of all goods is increased nowadays. We say has increased nowadays. Therefore, has is the correct answer. Now, let's move on to the next question. Okay, so dear students, one of my friends dash in New York nowadays. Okay, so what shall be the answer? Is it lives or live or has lived or was living? Okay, so let's find out, dear students. Let's find out. Anusri said lives, Asmita and Manajay both says lives. So Anusri is the winner and Asmita and Manajay are the co-winners of this particular question. You are absolutely correct. Those of you who are replying or responding in favor of lives are absolutely correct. So one of my friends lives in New York nowadays. Okay, one of my friends. The verb will agree with one, not with friends. Always remember, the verb will agree with one and not with friends if the sentence starts with one of. Okay, so always remember, dear students, if the sentence starts with one of, then the verb will always agree with one and not with the subject close to it. Okay, here you can see one of my friends. So friends appear to be plural. Okay, the friend of course is plural, friends, but the verb will not agree with friends. The verb will agree with one, because in subject verb agreement, if there is a sentence like one of, then verb agrees with one, not with the subject closer to it. So the answer is in the singular verb, that is lives. Okay, next question. He is one of my best friends, all the above, none of the above. Please tell me, is it friend or friends or all the above or none of the above? Anusri said friends. Okay, I'm waiting for some more responses. Manajoy also said friends. Asmita also said friends. Very good. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Okay, so dear students, always remember that one of is also followed by the plural form of the noun, like one of my teachers, one of my friends, one of my brothers, one of my sisters, one of my uncles, okay, one of my aunts. So we do not say one of my teacher, we say one of my teachers. We do not say one of my friend, we say one of my friends. So always remember, dear students, because many people make mistake in such sentences. They say one of my teacher or one of my friend. It's not one of my friend, it should be one of my friends. Okay, so dear students, let's move on to the next question. See here, one of my, one of our, one of his, one of her is always followed by plural noun. So the answer is friends. Not only one of my, one of our also can be. Okay, one of his, one of her. Okay, anything with one of, you get my or our or his or her, that should always be followed by a plural noun. Now let's move on to the next question. The jury dash divided in their opinions. Okay, the jury dash divided in their opinions. So a jury here comprised of many people taken together, many people. Okay, it is not taken as a single unit, but jury here comprised of different people. Therefore, it should be according to the answer of Asmita. It is R. Yes, R divided. Okay, the jury are divided in their opinions, because here jury is not taken as a single unit, but jury is taken as different persons here. Therefore, it should be R. Okay. Okay. Next, mathematics dash. Sorry, it is something. There is some problem with the answer, because the question is already answer is already there in the question. Okay, 15 minutes dash allowed to each speaker in the debate. 15 minutes dash allowed to each speaker in the debate. So what should be the answer, dear students? 15 minutes dash allowed to each speaker in the debate. So dear students, time's up. Okay, time's up. Sorry dear students, the answer is because 15 minutes taken together as a unit. Okay, okay, therefore it should be is. Okay, 15 minutes is considered as a whole. 15 minutes as a whole it is taken, therefore singular verb is the answer. Thank you dear students, time's up now. I've got to wind up my lecture now, and next class I'll come up with the combined practice of the tenses and subject verb agreement. Okay, so and the little girl question answers, if you do not have, please say no. Do you have the answers of little girl? Did I give you previously in the month of April or May? Do you have the answers of the little girl, NCERT answers of little girl with you? If yes, write. If you have, write yes, otherwise write no. Do you have the answers of the little girl with you? Okay, Thank you, Shruti. Thank you so much. The rest of you. No, okay. Okay. So Asmita, it's very good that you have made, and I shall also upload the answers for those who have not written in the month of May. I need to upload these answers on my website. Okay. So I shall do that. Thank you so much, dear students. Take care. Bye bye, and have a nice day.